I'm Sibongile Marokana, chairlady of Lerumo Lions in the ABC Motsepe League in the Northwest Province. I've always had a passion for football. I did try to actively be involved in the sport. Unfortunately, it didn't pass. But I used to donate kits along the way, support other small teams, and it was just time for me to venture out and do my thing. It's tough, but I think if you know what you're doing and you are fully committed to the sport, you'll be able to navigate. It's tough because they'll always try to block you here and there, regardless where you are. But males usually do that. They get very territorial. This woman coming to invade our space. Who does she think she is? But at the end of the day, I want to help the youth. I'm not here about them. And I think they've been here long enough they should have made a difference by now. This is my third season in the ABC Motsepe League, and at the rate I'm going, it's going to be my last. It better be my last. I'm looking into being in the NFD, like pushing the team to get a promotion to the Motsepe championship. And then from there, we need to move to the PSL. So the ultimate goal is to be in the PSL, but through the process to help young players and to also give them the exposure, if possible, to even branch them out of the country, give them international exposure in the process.
And what gap have you discovered in the sporting field and feel you have what it takes to close it?
There aren't enough strong women. There are women that could be passionate about football or could love the status of owning a football club, but there are some that are not passionate. And one thing I can say about passion is passion doesn't always come with money. I think one of the challenges that I've found, especially from a lot of women, having to have spoken with them, is that they'll come across men that try to take advantage of them. And I know some have given in, some will just say, I give up on the sport, it's not gonna work for me. So it's sad that instead of getting support in this field, women are being taken advantage or attempted to be taken advantage of. So you need really strong women that are like firm and assertive to say, that's not what I'm here for. People always misinterpret me. People look at my social media and think, that's it, we know how she is, she's a slay queen. It's so challenging because when they have to meet me and discuss things with me face to face, I'm completely different. I'm very firm. Trust me, I'm very firm. So people get the shock of their lives to say, but on social media, she looks like she's the typical girl that I can woo in with this or promise of that. And then they sit here and have a conversation like, hey, she's actually very intelligent. She knows what she's talking about. She knows what she wants, And I think that's one of the biggest challenges for me, and I think for me it's a very sensitive issue because we don't talk about it enough, or we're scared to talk about it, or we're scared doors might shut down if we talk about it. But it's something that as women we need to fight about. We've got brains, man. We cannot be taken advantage of and let things happen just because we're looking for certain opportunities. No, you should get those opportunities because you qualify on merit.
So besides football, what other passion do you have?
I actually own a security company. I do. I'm just in these male-dominated environments. I also have an NPO as well. So I assist families and kids from safe homes in rural areas. I think for me, women need to as I said, we need to be firm. The protests leading to today, how many of the issues that the women are protesting about are actually fully resolved? How many of them are actually cleared? How many of them are fixed? Because we turn to do things and leave them along the way because you're like, it's not gonna work. It's not. Till today, as a woman, you're forever going to fight. You are going to fight in every space you are in, whether it's corporate, whether it's on the field, whether it's in a business meeting. You always have to be louder than everybody else, which is not fair. So I think for me, there aren't a lot of change or transformation that took place. There might be an year that was given, but not a lot of transformation has taken place. And I think the best thing for women is we need to stick together. Unfortunately, basadi ha ba ratane. It's a big thing. Basadi ha ba ratane. But the only way we can be successful as women and we can make a difference and we can actually change the world is if we stand together.
Do you maybe perhaps feel that women still have what it takes to stand their ground just like they did in 1956?
I do. As I'm saying, there's a lot of compromise that other women have taken, which ruins a lot of things. Okay, for example, let me say, the sensitive issue that I was raising about women being taken advantage of. The reason why the process is repetitive is because some people will allow it. If no one was allowing it, or no woman was compromising, it was not going to happen. So clearly along the way, there are women that are compromising. And that's where we need to start. We need to fix it with ourselves amongst women. We need to be strong and be firm, because if we don't allow certain things to happen, they will not happen. It starts with us. We need to stick together. We need to support each other. We need to help each other. I think we need to look at each other differently.